I'm pretty. Leaving my mark like I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing on me. Pap.
Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. Former Lion Matt Prater has it teed up, ready to go, and we are underway now from Glendale. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Montgomery on second down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really close this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. They know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Brings up second and 8.
On play action, it's Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just start out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But it certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Murray now to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown! Kyler Murray finding Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35 on 2nd down, Fields forced out to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The tackle by Zayvon Collins. First and goal, Chicago.
Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they've been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Bears. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive master-making mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play fake. Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here.
Weston Ebner on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw is Fields. Complete to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Murray a give. This is Conner. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, Sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And some room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Fields on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Fields on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Montgomery running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Bears 35, Cardinals 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 74 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
That's the score. Bears 31, Cardinals 28.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That's to his running back, complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he is going to have the Bears first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From just shy of midfield, Fields. Yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On fourth down, Fields. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore, 93 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's something good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears Cardinals offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 144 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Montgomery. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. Now Fields steps away to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. They'll run forward, Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down and goal. Fields. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here is Montgomery on third and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They snap it to Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. To try again after the sack, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They run behind center with Conner. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Murray to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Murray. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here we go on fourth down, Fields. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Jalen Johnson on the cover.
Murray, one final try. That is caught by Anderson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, this was a...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like my keys, drop my... on a dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all VBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid. 800. Eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bad, right, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. On play action, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Conner up the middle. There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for David Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
On the move to his left. Throw left side, hard in by McBride. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return is Jones. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bears take over. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. It's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. Murray a give. This is Conner.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Conner.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On the handoff, Conner. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. From 13 yards out. And the Cards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Cardinals 14, Bears nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 12, Murray. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Off play action, Fields.
Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys
in the pocket like that. You're going to get big plays like we just saw.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Open man. He finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Santos with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A shot before half for Murray. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
From the 24, Murray. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the catch made by Hopkins.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run here with Connor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Moore, the man in motion. On second and goal, Murray eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
Now they send a man in motion right. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They run behind center with Conner. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Murray's throw complete there to Moore.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Come back.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Trey McBride
From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cardinals 42, Bears 28.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Preston Ebner on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 47 yards. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score Cardinals 49, Bears 28. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One play action. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Budda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Back to throw it, Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now another timeout called. 1st down throw. Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch them. And
time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action set. And my goodness, another interception.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.